Roseboro had a picture-perfect life. A big house, a sparkling new pool, and a 20th wedding anniversary just a few weeks away. But under the surface of every happy marriage lie the seeds of betrayal.
Their affair was just unbelievable. Sickening.
This was murder. Cause was not accidental.
And later, Melinda and David Harmon met at church camp and are models of marital devotion. But temptations soon abound.
They were spending so much time together that it wasn't hard to believe that something was going on.
When passions heat up and secrets are exposed, even a summertime fling can become a deadly affair.
Never in my wildest dreams did I ever know anyone who was murdered.
Because two is company, three's a crowd, and one is a killer. Don't you love the summer? Everything's just so hot. When the blood heats up, there's no telling what a man or a woman might do. Like my second husband said, or was it my third? There's no shame in enjoying the finer things in life, but best to enjoy them one at a time. For Michael Roseboro, the grass was always greener in some other woman's lawn, so to speak. He had to learn the hard way that a secret affair can get you in some very deep water. Jan and Michael Roseboro have lived their entire lives in a small, close-knit haven in the heart of Amish country. So pretty much everyone knows their names.
Michael Roseboro was part owner of the Roseboro Funeral Home, which was a business that his grandfather had started. It was passed down from generation to generation.
Jan's family was very well known. They had built several businesses in the community.
And when the two get married in the summer of 1989, it's a perfect match.
They were Ken and Barbie of that community. They were popular. They put on social events, had parties.
Jan was just very kind. Her smile was amazing. And Mike just came off as very kind and understanding.
They were just the kind of people that everyone got along with. They were good as a couple.
So good that it's easy for Jan to overlook the fact that Michael's profession is a little less than glamorous.
I think Jan was proud of Michael and what he did. He did a good job with the funeral home and dealing with people. He did a very good business.
And the paycheck the undertaker brings home isn't too shabby either.
That kind of money coming in on a yearly basis blew me away. Michael said that he never had to worry about a lack of customers because they would always be people dying.
And Michael has poured a big chunk of his change into Jan's childhood home, where they are raising 4 kids of their own. Like a king in his castle, Michael is quick to hold court, throwing parties and backyard barbecues for friends and family.
Michael liked to be the life of the party. He would make sure everybody was as comfortable as they could be if they had everything they needed. He was a people person.
Men want to be him, and women, well, they just want him. A perfect gentleman. But in my experience, a perfect gentleman is nothing more than a patient wolf.
Michael was known to be perhaps a womanizer. He was a good-looking guy, and he was known to have money. So I think that helped him a lot with the opposite sex.
Jan knew at times that Michael was cheating on her. I remember one time she found a receipt from flowers that she didn't receive, and she confronted him about it, and he just blew it off.
While adultery isn't exactly something to sweep under the rug, Jan has a family to consider.
Jan looked at the good side of Michael and wanted to help make him better. So they entered into marriage counseling together, and that's how they moved past it.
By the summer of 2008, it seems like things are on the up and up. With their 20th anniversary just around the corner, Michael has a little surprise in store for Jan.
He was planning a renewal of the wedding vows for he and Jan on the beach at the Outer Banks. It was supposed to be a surprise.
But things don't always go as planned. Someone's about to throw a wrench into this happily ever after. Meet 33-year-old Angie Derrick.
Mike Roseborough went to the same coffee shop as Angie. In the morning, on their way to work, they would exchange glances, maybe have a few words. But she was married for a long time, and she had a couple kids and was raising a family.
You know, to some people, that little ring of gold actually means something. But I can assure you that's not always the case.
Eventually that escalated to speaking outside of the coffee shop. And then it turned to telephone, emails, and that's when the relationship really started gaining momentum.
And as love affairs often do, things heat up fast.
It went from conversation, I'm attracted to you, I'm interested in you, to full-on love affair. There were these deep, passionate emails that they exchanged with one another every minute in some cases.
You know, women really are suckers for a love letter.
You brought out the lion in me. I love you madly, Angie.
I will be by your side no matter what.
Keeping this relationship from the neighbors, from the community, considering Michael Roseborough and who he was, would be impossible. This was a secret bound to get out.
Ah, there's nothing like a little danger to stoke the fires of passion. But when things get this hot, there's no telling who will get burned.
Jan was